And so we have come to our last video, problem 25. The population of Webb County, Texas from the year 2000 through 2010 is shown on the graph, shown in the graph. So look at this trend line. Look at this line here. Okay, we see that in 2000, in the year 2000, the population was 193,000. And it's good that they put the little, that they actually put the ordered pair there. And 2010, 250,000. So if the trend shown in the graph continues, what will be the population in Webb County in 2015? Now, let's look at this in terms of ordered pairs, because if we made a table, basically what we're saying is if we can set this up as a table, and we see that when X, which is represents the year, 0 represents the year 2000, 10 represents the year 2010, and 15 representing the year 2015. Again, these are in units of 100,000s, but we can just leave that off. That's one of our points. 250 corresponds to 10. So question is, my question mark is not quite where I want it to be. So get there. Okay, I guess you don't want to be there. Well, let's try this. Okay, so the question is, what happens? Let's try it again. All right, can't get a question mark there. All right. Okay, that's one I have to figure out there. Let's see. All right. Anyway, so what is going to be the value that goes with 15, since I can't get a question mark there? All right. So we see this is a linear function, so we can find the slope, and we have an intercept. For the intercept, we can see here the y-intercept is 193. That gives us an equation. Let's find the slope. As we go from, let's just actually calculate the slope here. So, say, and we know, again, the slope is the difference of the y's over the difference of the x's. So if I just go ahead and calculate the slope there, we'll see that we should take 250 minus 193, y2 minus y1 over 10 minus 0. Okay. All right. That'll give us our slope. Matter of fact, I'll even, let's go slope, and let's calculate this m value. Okay. Go ahead and slope there. And remember, the equation of the line that we're looking for is y equals mx plus b. And we already know what b is, because the y-intercept is, since this is the y-intercept, then b is equal to 193. You already know that from this point, from the y-intercept given. So all we needed was a slope. Let's calculate the slope. Okay, it looks like my slope is, I don't need this part. So the slope is, I need an equal sign, is 5 7/10. Okay, which gives us our whole equation. Our equation then is, if we're going to write this equation, and our equation is, so y is, our equation is y equals to 5.7 x, where x is the number of years since 2000, plus 193. Okay, so what will x be for the year 2015? Well, that'll be 5.7. Let's go ahead and substitute 5.7, 15 plus 193. Okay, and let's simplify this. Let's do this. Also can show you how to do this on the calculator as well. That gives us this number, 278.5. And since this is multiplied in thousands, then that means it points us squarely to choice B. So the answer here, if I can just see here, is choice B. All right. If we were doing this on the calculator, it will look pretty much the same way. Got just enough time to show that. I'll just go to the home screen and just pull up a calculator. We'll do the slope exactly the same way. 250 minus 193 over 10 minus 0. Enter. And of course, I need that to be, if I hit Control Enter, it'll give me the decimal. So that's my slope. So basically what I need to figure out on the calculator is, let's graph this function. And I'm going to go ahead and just graph it. Well, we just define. Let's just use a define. Menu 1 to define a function. Define f of x. And I'll go ahead and put it this way. f1 of x equals, just putting my function in, and it was 5.7x plus 193 was our y-intercept. All right, so that means if we put in f1, since we made the f1, if we let x be 15, we get the same 278,005. Okay. Of course, if we now since we graphed this, so that's another way to do it. Also, since we defined it in terms of f1 of x, then that means that it also shows up in our grapher. And of course, this is purely just to let you know that it can do this. If you go to f1, there it is. And the reason why you can't see anything is because this number is not nearly big enough to accommodate a y-intercept of 193. So we need that to be like maybe 220. And see, there we go. And actually, it probably needs to be even bigger than that. So let's make this like 300. Okay. And so we can see from here that if we look at the table, Control T, we would have to we'll scroll down to 15. There it is again. So there are many, many ways to figure this problem out. Many, many ways. You can graph it and just use a table. Control T is, by the way, how we got the table. So just want to show a variety of ways of solving that problem. All right. Hope you guys have learned something from this review. Again, thank you. And I wish you well on the ACP and happy holidays. I don't know where it comes. I guess I just had to do some little goof up at the end. All right. So, you guys, and just have a wonderful time. I did it again.